listen to traffic, but we're also going to listen to Cool Lou. Cool Lou. There was fear yesterday. Unexplainable. That like there were thoughts that came up later in the mind, but I actually don't know what it was for real. There's like a wondering if like how like if two waves start like come together and overlap, like it's the energy compounds, they like the magnitude of the wave, you know, it like the energy combines and doubles. And there are friends and situations that like it seems like catalyze like that, and it can catalyze actually anywhere in any direction. Maybe. I don't know how any of it works, but energy is interesting. And it's like the artistic medium of life. Whether it's sound, like percussion, sound waves, like these resonances, or light, or tightening, or expansion, or impact of matter with matter, impact of, which is like such a fascinating thing at like the cellular level. Because it's nothing appearing to impact. It's these reverberations of resistances, and then like resistances can meet, or openness can open, and yeah. And then there was just like with like anger, there can be like it needs to be, the body will feel like it needs to, like it's an up and out kind of, it wants to express, it wants to fight or yell or run, or you know, like the energy is is like bursting. The fear, the lingering of the fear was this like urgency feeling. And then after a nap it was gone. And the mind was like reflecting explanations and solutions. But it passed on its own. And the weird thing is, like, fear isn't scary, but the mind, fear itself isn't scary, but the mind pictures can arise can seem scarier than the fear itself is. When the fear arose, it was just identified or noticed and communicated. But it wasn't, it was just itself at the time. Yeah, and it like, like these old places get met in new ways. And one of my friends, she was so great, so gentle in pointing out the kind of the stories like that were arising, and yeah, where there were unseen, there was like unseen siloing in beliefs about, what was the word? Is it danger? I don't remember the word. Like conditions, different conditions were being labeled in a way or something. I don't know, it's hard to even remember now, but yeah, but it's just constantly just perfect. It was such a surprise. The fear was such a surprise. It never, and I don't mean like psychological fear. Like there's something, so there's a different fear that's, well, yeah, no, it's like, it's deeper, it's a deeper fear. It's like the fear of death. It's like that. It feels deeper. There can be a psychological component, but life is writing it to not finish the thought or the. That's a good place to, that's like a good, simple, just fear of death. Not like the heart stopping or something, like fear of non-existence. Mm-hmm. And that's a very simple, uninteresting. It's so simple and uninteresting in words, and when it's happening, it's anything but. I mean, it's simple in its purity, but it also is not what that like description is. It's not. It's so much more fundamental than words work for. And it's like it hits in different angles that are perfect. Each time it hits at a different angle that's perfect. And those are the people, like there's a draw to the like, It's not that the people are slicers and dicers. It's just like being around them just slices and dices away at a position or knowing or certainty or the sense of existing in continuity of existence. And the faith or devotion, like aspect or side or language or something, is understandable because it's like how committed is life to itself through this person to knowing itself fully or clearly, or not knowing like intellectually, like meeting itself or freeing itself, or I don't know. It's so weird, but like again and again, is there willingness? And it's not even a person's willingness. It's just it is, the willingness is recognized when it's there, and it's recognized, unwillingness is recognized when it's there. There's no anyway, so I guess it's more like I don't even know none of the words work. But in story and time, like, is it willing to forego like personal or human security and status and even like safety in a weird way, the illusion of a person protecting itself from what, I don't know, but from this idea of belonging, of predictability, even being a certain way. Like, is it gonna leap again and again and again? And it's not a specific leap. It's by specific, I mean like leaping into a known thing, like leaping into a pool. You'd know you were leaping into a pool. Leaping is just leaping, like it's utter leaping. It's leaping, it feels like leaping because it's leaping away from knowing what it's leaping, like where it's going or what it's leaping into. And the leaps destroy the leaper, so that's when it gets really crazy. So there have been increments, it seems, in the story of a different kind of embodiment or something, and a different kind of relating to other bodies, where the lines of relationship or sexual identity or labels of partner or friend are all just falling away and blurring, to like hold hands with my female friend, to cuddle with what I affectionately call my gay boyfriend, or like even traveling with him, like to do what the conditioning says are like boyfriend girlfriend things with our bodies and our time. And or like quite a while ago when I like ran my hands through my friend's, through her hair, And yesterday it was like more right on the edge because it was too, well, I don't know how my friend identifies, if he identifies as heterosexual or bisexual, I don't know any of that, but a person who has been in relationships, sexual relationships with women, and this has been in sexual relationships with men, and then asking to hold his hand. And it, like in the body, it was so dissonant. It was like breaking apart rules. It was breaking apart roles and positions. And like we were doing that right near another friend's house, actually. And so like how the world, and even this body, like when it sees, because it didn't grow up, like I know there's like areas in the Middle East where men hold hands that are friends and things, but you know, this, when this sees people holding hands that are not like a adult and child, it assumes partnership, which it didn't even realize it did until this started holding hands in different ways. But the mental, like the psychological discomfort is the playing after the fact, a thought of someone seeing and assuming, and that's also weird, like who cares? There isn't someone who cares, but the thoughts run the conditioning that appears as it mattering because it's appearing. It makes it seem like it matters. That thought has significance. And now also in the other direction, there's like, I want to like start asking everybody, like, I want to see who will hold my hand. Like, can I go to a meeting and ask somebody to hold my hand in a meeting? Can I hold the hands? I mean, we hold hands when we, well, not in the noon meeting, but we hold hands when we say the Serenity Prayer. But like, what if I asked, like my grand sponsee to hold my hand in the Tuesday night meeting? What if I asked my good buddy to hold my hand? Like these different permutations, like my good buddy who's married, like can I hold his hand? Do I get to hold his hand? Or my grand sponsee who's a straight young man, like do I get to hold his hand? I did show a friend my belly. It felt so good. Like we were doing gratitudes after the meeting, what we were grateful for, and I was like, I'm grateful for this. And I showed him my belly, and like there were other people around, like my sponsee was standing right there too, and it felt so nice. It makes me cry. It makes me cry. That's so funny. Crying happens. That's what feels more honest. Crying happens. There's an in loveness with the moving art of Sarah. And there's a really, like, shame now is like, it's also a love affair. It's so tender and gentle. Shame. And there's shame, like yesterday, my friend had been expressing something that he liked about himself. And like mom came through this body that like bats away vulnerability or intimacy or kindness. It like and it used things it's heard about the kind of dark side of pride, like how pride, like the illusion of ownership of positive aspects or something, is the fall from grace later. Oh, kitty, you're so cute in the sunshine. Yeah, and it like questioned him, or I don't remember how it said it, but it was like the way mom undercuts sincerity when it shows up here. It was named and like I don't know if it was apologized. I think it was apologized. It was acknowledged and apologized for. But it also is beautiful. It's like the shame is like this connection to mom. And connection to friend, like this, the humility or the grace of anything that is already being over, and it being so impersonal, so unavoidable. And that actually is like a gift of these noble friends too, is like the support in, not even support, the inspiration of, in different ways, bringing love to these, is it love? The unconditional love that already is going to these places that where love has appeared conditional. And it makes the love burst out back toward them, and in every direction, toward mom. I don't even know what them or mom are. It's the love just goes. And that too feels like those like waves, the amplification. And it just happens to be the case that in this body, the love and the, like, oh God, I don't know how to describe this. I'll just say just say the first part of the sentence. It's going to be super cheesy, but it's like a catch-all phrase, so it's just spirituality in this body is like that word spirituality is story and conditioning, like a label, and the so A is B, so the spirituality is conditioned, the A is conditioned and the B is conditioned. So those are just words, it's the closest words that I can think of to come, but they're so cheesy. But spirituality is sexual, is erotic, it's in that it's in every way, in that it's so intimate, it's so, it's closer than close, it's visceral, sensual, and also that chakra fucking hell, like lights up. And I don't even know what that means. It's just what the body does. So, like, sex then isn't needed. I don't know. It's not like it's avoided or something. It's just not. It pales in comparison, like a typical conditioned sexuality, sex. It just so pales in comparison, and also is not separate from this. It was nice that the last in-person retreat I did, and maybe ever do, I don't know, whatever goes on there is going on all the time now, but that someone went up to ask, and had this, another woman had this, describe this, and it was really nice to hear. It just, there's just something comforting in that this is how it can go, and it was received and validated as, yeah, this is a way that it can go. It can appear as like sexual or sexuality. And she was like, to see her pleasure up there in front of hundreds of people, like that's how it's manifesting or something, or expressing. Like right now, it's rush hour, so cars are driving by slowly because there's a stoplight. The sun is shining down and it's reflecting off of the windows and hoods of cars. I also have these prisms in the window. And then the light is like through all the plants. I have tall plants now, so, and there's like the pattern on the ceiling that's slowly going by, and it's like a lover's caress. It's just fucking hot. It's just, and not just like, it's not just hot, it's love making. It's all, everything you would ever want an intimate sexual encounter to be. it's all of it. And it can't be grasped or held on to. It's like there has to, like, it like gets off on surrendering to it, on opening to it. So it's like it's penetrating, it's like penis and vagina at the same time. It's like total surrender, openness, and penetration. And Kulu is the perfect soundtrack for it.